Welcome back to Highly Animated, the Falcon and Winter Soldier segment of this whole show, podcast, YouTube channel, whatever. I hope you got your joints rolled and only smoking on raw papers, which I'm going to say for a little bit. I'm kind of convinced that it's going to take a while, but I'm probably going to stop smoking the blunt wraps because now I see, like, that's why I get tired. You know, that's what makes me tired. But anyway, I hope our viewers, our fans, our friends, the people that like and share these videos is doing well out there. I hope y'all doing good. And y'all staying just as high as we are.
Daily.
You know, and I hope y'all watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
If not,
start.
The fuck you doing?
Come on, man. These train rides ain't here for nothing. But let's get into this episode.
Okay. Episode 4 kicks off with a flashback scene of Bucky in Wakanda when he was going through his when they were wiping the thing from his mind. Mm-hmm. It shows him with Ayo, and she's repeating the words that would trigger the mind wash.
The program.
So the Winter Soldier program, and it doesn't work, and you see Bucky just crying and. Because he's scared. At first, you can see the tears is scared because he's like, oh, fuck, it's been activated. Mm-hmm. And then when she says the last word, she tells him, you're free.
Yeah.
And he got one of those. God damn, nigga. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
It's one of those cries.
It's powerful. For, you know, because you understand, like, you know, that this man, technically, he a prisoner in his own mind. And now he's free. I'll say about the scene. I like that it's like I did call like the next episode would probably begin with a flashback. Yeah. I would have preferred a flashback of Isaiah, but I understand this flashback and I appreciate it because it's still going into the story. It's still like, you know, they don't really jump into the stories about Bucky and Sam so deeply like they, you know. So I like that. Like, you're getting more into Bucky, his time in Wakanda, what it took for him to be able to walk around today, you know? So I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah. And then it goes back into Ayo talking to Bucky about, you know, like how can he free Zemo after, you know, what he did. You know, he killed their king and, you know, with the Doors of Malaji being assigned to protect them and like how personal they take that. Like she telling Bucky, like, you know, we don't, how that shit make us feel for you to like break him out and shit, you know. So
I definitely like when the scene between him and Ayo. I can't help but believe like, damn, like, you know, this could have been the Black Panther cameo, you know, but. I mean, that's just how I feel. I feel like I can't help but get that feeling like, man, this could have been Black Panther. This could have been Chad Bosworth talking to Bucky because, you know, they were showing that these two they had that, you know, their bond was, you know, through hate, but it was false hate, you know?
See, I don't, and the only reason why I kind of think it was always her in this scene because, like, even though, yes, we seen Chadwick talk to Winter Soldier and stuff, but he was the king and he was Black Panther. He didn't have the time to be with him every day and to work out with him and do all this shit with him. You know, he didn't have that kind of time, you know? So to me, it made more sense for them. Like, it probably, like, maybe in the thought process, it was supposed to be him. But then when they actually was like getting ready to do it, you know what? It wouldn't make sense because he the fucking king. Like, he ain't got time to be doing shit like this. Like, you, and just like remembering, and like how we said in the first ones, like in the first Black Panther, they told his ass not to leave and go on that mission. He's the king. You stay here, you know? And then when he did the mission all went to shit. Yeah. Everything went to hell, da-da-da-da-da. So I think him learning from those first mistakes, I don't think, even if he, rest his soul, but if he was still here, I don't think T'Challa would have came anyway, you know, considering everything that had happened and people got snapped back and like,
right. Oh, he was also,
you know,
yeah.
So I feel like it makes more sense and it flows better with it being Ayo, you know, and it's giving us more of the I can't still lie. Yeah, so it gives us more of that as well. So that's what I really liked about it, that we get to see more of them. I'm like, we didn't have to wait all the way to the next Black Panther movie, to see them get it in.
I like how what I do like all the way up through the show up into this episode and specifically this episode, how much Sam is trying to push that talking and communicating is it should never not be a way to handle things. It shouldn't always be brute force, and I love that message because sometimes you can still talk to people no matter how far gone you think they are. There is still always and going to be a chance to talk to someone. You just have to take it. Everything has a risk, and in Sam's case, talking to them is less risky than going in there at them, and I like that. And I like how they all try to talk about, what power does. It's a lot of messages about power in this episode too. What it does to people, how it makes people act, and what it can lead to.
Yep. They touch on that a lot. And then it goes on until like they trying to find out where Carly is, So, Zemo with him knowing the area, they go to a little orphanage and shit where people are displaced and shit.
Yeah.
And fucking I just like Zemo talking to the little kids and shit, giving them candy and and he tells them, hey, don't talk to them, they're bad guys. I like how even though they on the same side though, no matter what, and even in the episode before this, no matter what, he does snake shit. No matter what. And I just love how they keeping that. He's still Zemo. Yeah, he right. He don't want the super soldier shit either, but he don't like y'all either though.
Right. Zemo is he helping y'all, but it's most definitely he's playing along until he can find the perfect opportunity to escape, which is why I always
clearly see that's what's going on. Yeah.
Because at the point where so there's a point, obviously they hit the dead end. They don't know about the funeral yet, where John Walker, Captain America, and Battlestar pretty much confront them on the streets about everything. That
was on their way to meet the girl for the funeral.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So the way that he was. And the way that they are, everything that's going on in that scene to me is like a contradiction because you two are walking up on Falcon and Bucky and Zemo. Granted, y'all are able to track them, So you're walking up on them in broad daylight, in uniform, telling them that they're the ones that's easy to spot. Making demands in an area where they really don't have any jurisdiction. I don't think so.
Yep. Neither of them, Bucky, Sam,
so
Hoskins, or John Walker got jurisdiction where they at.
Yeah, so mind you, they've already acknowledged the fact that Bucky and Falcon have always had the better hand throughout the show of getting things done. And now y'all following them, and now you catch up to them to literally cut them off and then try to take over the situation. And then you're blatantly trying to ignore Sam. Sam, we've already seen Sam be a person that does the speech thing, talk to soldiers. He is a soldier. So yeah, he's in the field that he's most comfortable in. But you're shooting all of that down.
Oh well, yeah.
Because you want to go in there. You want to go in there and fight. And Sam's
you talking about the part where once they met up and Zemo was like, "Oh, gotta meet his associate," which was the little girl, to show them where the funeral was. That's when once they found her, Sam want to talk to her, but then John Walker like, nah, fuck that. Time for talking is over.
Yeah.
Da. Being like you just said, Sam tells him like, yeah, this was what I do.
Yep.
Yeah, and John Walker won't try and hear none of that shit because he so used to just the soldier part.
Yeah.
Of the job, he ain't really used to the other part.
Yeah.
Of the job,
the making peace part.
All right. After that, Falcon goes in, talks to Carly. I actually love their whole conversation between each other because he told her, like you said, don't get me wrong, I agree with what you like your cause, because like they say before when everyone got blipped away, what I'm saying, the
world was together.
Yeah, it were jobs, there were homes, people came together to make the world come back, and then when the people who got blipped away came back, they kicked everyone out of these countries and out these jobs and out these homes, so now they were misplaced and all this shit now. You know what I'm saying? So he telling her like he fuck with her reasoning and all that, but it's just the way she doing it, he don't fuck with. And then he tells about when she bombed the people and all that shit. And then she said, "Oh, I'll do it again." And then he was like, "Oh, wow."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, no. I didn't mean to say it like that. You trying to make me sound like that." And like what? And then like I just like that they showing you that like, yeah, because sometimes good people do bad things.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I like how they showing you that like she's a good person. She's just like Thanos. What I'm saying?
Okay, that's not good. There.
No.
Because it's not a good.
Hold on. Just this what I mean. Just like Thanos. What Thanos believed in, as far as like there's something needed to be done because the resources on planets and like because children were starving, this, that, and that. So he had a like he thinking of good, but the way he trying to get to that was not a good way. And just like her, yes, your cause and everything you saying is good, but the way you going about it is not the way you should. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say she like Thanos, because like she's not a bad person. Like, and even Thanos in some ways is not a bad person, because if he was bad after he did what he did, he would just went off and did some more bad shit. But now he just went and chilled, But that's why I say like with her, they showing you like she's not a bad person, But at this point, she's just at the point where she's like, look, all right, fuck it. Whatever we need to do to get our point across and to get our goal, that's what we gonna do.
But look at that. Look, so now let's take a look at this perspective, okay, that she's coming from. Now, blip happens. It's already surprising that it happened. It happens. Now, obviously, let's say by year 2, everybody had to accept what had happened. So, right? So, for the next 3 years, the world has been prospering. People have, like they said, people have been coming together, right? So now she's growing. I mean, I'm not going to see, she was obviously born before the blip actually happened, So now they coming up in this world where, like she said, we had a taste of what the world could be like, And mind you, every place Thanos been to, he said that children don't know nothing but full bellies. They don't know no suffering, no nothing. They got everything they could ever want. So now we got a world that have everything they could ever want because half the population gone, right? Now, I see the sense of entitlement and privilege in her now. Because now you had a taste of a great, what probably would have been a perfect world. But now that all the people that the Avengers fought back to bring back, now the world ain't so perfect no more. Now, like she said, they have been kicked out of homes. Like, mind you, when the blip happened, a lot of homes opened up, a lot of jobs opened up, So people got in them. People who were probably homeless were no longer homeless no more, Like now they have been kicked out of homes from people who came back from the blip and like, this is my house. Now y'all got to go back. Y'all got to find some place to go.
But see, and that's why I'm saying I don't think it's privilege. That's because in her way is not wrong, because that is wrong for people to get blipped away, and they're gone. There is no they coming back. They were gone.
Look at
But I'm saying they were gone. So once they came back, it shouldn't have been a thing where, oh, let's go back to the old way of things. They should have continued on a new path that we was on. But just like in the show, they said they passed that act to reform the boundaries on land, like the map to rechange it how it was, the laws, the states, they changed everything back. The shit that wasn't working before, the shit that was causing everyone hell, you went back to that system, and you kick us all out, and you take our jobs. You took away all the shit we worked for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's privilege, because that is like she's saying what she's saying is not. Like they said, the flag smashers mean it's one people, one world. They don't have a bad view of things. They stuck on how it was for 5 years. So they like, why are we going back? We made so much progress. Let's implement the people who were gone for 5 years into what we're doing now.
Yeah, and you would
Why
think
go
that
back?
the displaced people would be all the people that came back.
Yeah, but it's the people who were there.
Yeah, it's the people who are already who never got approved.
Yep.
The people being born within the 5 years of that time. You know,
Y'all the best. What? Just think about it. Say for that part of the world, let's say Europe had got split up. So now let's say Europe was half of Europe and half of Paris, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or let's just say it was all Paris at one point. Mm-hmm. You know, you got born there. And then when they redid everything, you're not from Paris anymore. You're from Europe now.
Yeah.
And you like, wait, what? I speak French. Like, what do you mean?
No, you're European. Start speaking a little bit better.
You know, so that's why I say, like, no, that kind of, this episode kind of gave me more sympathy towards the Flag Smashers because it explained their cause a little bit more in detail. So I was like, damn, you right. That is fucked up. Y'all was progressing that much, and these motherfuckers came back and said, no, we want our shit back.
Mm-hmm. It also made me realize, like, you know, how when you start something, like when they started this, like they said, they didn't think it was gonna get this far. So that means y'all just freeballed this, y'all winged it, and it wasn't no real plan in case things did get to this point, you know. And then y'all end up becoming, like she said, this the only language they know. So copying your enemy doesn't make you no less like them, you know. So you doing what they doing because you feel like you got to, you know. Captain America never did anything the government would have done, you know. And it's not to paint Carly as a bad picture, but it's just like you had a cause with no plan. You had good intentions, but you still had no plan on how to carry everything out, and you lost people. True. And you killed people in the process.
And that's where she not like Thanos at. No plan. Yo, you fell there, buddy.
and to think about that, and I see how that plays back into the beginning. Bucky asking Sam, "What's your plan?"
Yep.
Flag Smashers don't have a plan,
and he don't got a plan, and that's why he's like, Steve would have had a plan, and Sam don't got no fucking plan.
Yeah.
And I think episode 5 is when we finally get to see him have a plan.
Episode 5 is when it's clear because she asked him specifically, you know, I'm out here trying to do what, you know, the right thing. Why you trying to stop me and not fight them? And it's like, now my sister asked me the same question.
Yeah, episode 4. You said 5. 4.
I did that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, to keep going on. So after they find out where the fucking funeral is and shit, they go to, like, Sam talk to her and shit, and then John Walker, aka Punch Me in My Face, Please, bust into the room, and you know what happens after there. You know, the fight kicks off.
The strength of Carly, like she punches she punches that man into Falcon, takes off. The only person able to really even go after Carly was Bucky.
Yeah, it was Bucky. And then he loses her because the place is so complex, the church or whatever it is.
A place where Zemo said he knows. He grew up there. Mm-hmm. So it shouldn't have been too surprising when he caught her ass.
Yeah, because Zemo been there. Yeah, because he said that place used to be so nice, and as a kid, he used to go there as a kid. So of course, as a kid, you know this little motherfucker was running around the place.
I'm just like, if this ain't, I'm like, how many? To me, I thought, hey, to some people, this could be triggering. You know how often people could be just going down the cut, and then I'll come around the corner. I was just like, damn. When I saw her face, I was like, man, that's triggering.
Happens. But yeah, and I like the part when after he caught her, you know, she's so shocked. That's why I like Zemo. He gets straight to business. He not one of them people who gonna show off, who gonna do this, that, and the third. No, Zemo gonna get straight to business. So as soon as you see her, he gets straight to shooting. He don't waste no time. So you blew up a business? No. Zemo gets straight to shooting. He don't ask her nothing. He just shot her in a little, like, stomach area kind of looked like on the side. You know what I'm saying? And she had dropped all the fucking serum. You fucking butterfingers. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, was it not zipped open? I mean, was it not zipped up?
It was zipped up, but the implication that because he was literally just shooting her like that a bullet probably.
Man, no,
you know what I'm saying?
Because the way it looked
and then
when
she
it
fell
dropped,
over the table.
but
too.
the way it looked when it dropped on the floor, bro, that shit looked like it was zipped open. It don't look like something busted open. It looked like it was something like this.
Yeah, because it was
This girl
did zip it up.
Or y'all forgot that y'all had it zipped up when y'all first showed it. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no way you got something in a fanny pack under your shirt zipped up. Because then what's the point?
Just unzipped. You know?
Yes, unzipped. That means because then what's the point of having it under the shirt?
Yeah, why you hiding it? And then like so the fact that like because me, I'm just like somebody's gonna close in on Carly. I suspected I didn't think it'd be the power broker, and I felt like it would have had to been somebody that really wants to see him.
It's kind of not shocking it was emo, honestly.
Yeah,
it's not shocking. The one person who, or one of the two people who actually don't want the serum, they just want to end it. Like Sam, he don't want it. He just want to stop this shit. Zemo, he don't want it. He just want to stop this shit.
I mean, Zemo killed though. See, and then Zemo shot and killed the person that made it. So
yeah,
it definitely should have been foreshadowed.
No more.
He was gonna bump into Carly.
Yeah,
because she was shot. She ain't never seen this motherfucker before.
12 serums left. Zemo stumped on 11. He missed one.
Yeah, that was the 12th one.
And then I love this part. They're getting good at this because they even did this in WandaVision when the bomb went off in the building. When Wanda and her parents and Pietro were watching it, we got to see like when it impact,
Yeah.
And then in this episode, when after Zemo crushed the vials, you know what I'm saying? We see the shield actually
hit this man.
Yeah, you see it like it's not even fast, like but you see it and then boom. I'm like, damn.
You be like, damn, he was asleep.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. I like how they just show that, like instead of you just knowing he threw the shield and hit him in the head, you seen it like touch him, and then it bounced off. So. I fucked with that part. That part was pretty funny.
Yeah, I definitely thought that's a nice little touch.
And John bitch ass.
So yeah, at that point, John gets the serum, and I'm so fucking happy. I was on the edge of my seat for this whole point because I'm just like, man, I got a lot riding on this motherfucker. Because it's hard to tell. And I ain't gonna lie, when John shows up, he says he doesn't have super strength. But then when you see him in action, he seems pretty damn strong.
Yeah,
and so it's kind of like it makes you think that like, okay, this is serum John Walker. But then they don't know about the super soldiers or the super soldier serum even being out there. Yeah. So now that I see that he has it, now I'm just like, yes, finally he got it. But I didn't think in the same episode.
Yeah. Oh no, and that's what I didn't. And like I said, I thought he had it already, like some version of it. But then I'm like, okay, if he don't have it, and we do see him get it, I didn't think that they would, like you said, all in one episode. I'm like, nah, no way he finna do it now. Like once I seen him get it, I was like, oh yeah, that nigga finna take it.
Yeah.
But then I'm thinking that episode 5, we'll see him do it.
Yeah. Or at least I thought that maybe near the end, since it's like it's not really not that it's not important, but then it's kind of like it's something we can wait because at the end of the show he can be like our cliffhanger for the future shit. Cause
I thought his frustration would cause him to do something wrong to make him lose the shield.
Yes.
I didn't think, I'm like, it's going to be his frustration. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, and then when whole time he got the serum in the cut, and when they take the shield, I bet.
Now, and so, so we can get on with it. Like, so at this point, Zemo so distracted with destroying the goddamn thing, Carly gets away, She don't get far, though.
Oh, no, yeah, she get away completely. Because remember, they go back to the crib. And
dress her wounds up and everything, So now at this point, there's no vials left, only the one John has, and I'm just like, okay.
And he didn't tell nobody he had it.
So he didn't tell anybody he had it. So then later on, there's a conversation between Zemo and Sam, And then the same conversation or the same topic is brought up between Battlestar and John Walker.
Oh, but first, before we get there,
Yeah.
we absolutely cannot skip the Dora Milaje fight. Because when Sam, like you said, when Sam and Zemo was talking about, Zemo asked Sam, would he ever take the serum? And Sam said no. And then, boom, the Dora Milaje walk in the fucking door.
Yeah.
And they, time's up.
Because
Actually, no. We skipped the part. John Walker and Battlestar bust in the room first. Remember, they busted the room first.
All right, everybody's been having this issue. These Zemo, Bucky, and Sam have a topic about supremacy and how the super soldier serum and supremacy is kind of the same thing because it all leads back down to power.
Yeah.
And then once they get over the fact that it's evident that the serum it causes some problems with people or corrupt people in a sort of way, and then they bring up the fact that Steve has never been corrupted by the super soldier serum. I bet to differ, but that's something else. And then I also think about, we also learned that Isaiah, another person that the super soldier serum actually was successful on, that it's also again not mentioned, like that. Like what I'm liking about this show, I'm liking it because it's
I don't think Zemo knows.
Well, and see, and that's the thing. Like,
I don't think Zemo knows.
If
and
Zemo,
he's not gonna say anything because that will make Zemo go try to kill him.
Isaiah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I think Bucky is intentionally not saying that intentionally,
and I think Sam,
so is Sam.
Yeah, because
Sam like.
What about Isaiah?
What
right,
he just did to the power broker. Like, I mean, not the power broker, but the scientist.
Yeah,
he don't even have it. Like, so.
But I do like the subjects and topics when they get on race. I do like that. Like, I do like it. And at this point, they having this conversation about the serum. Bucky. It just in this very scene, Zemo tries to do the thing, he's trying to, he got information, he ain't gonna use it. It's always a point where you got a character that you got a bad guy working for you, they try to get one over on you with information. He tries that with Bucky, that shit don't work. And I like that. Like, Bucky ain't taking no shit at all, from nobody. Like, and he already ain't trying to work with Zemo, and he already disrespecting the Dora Milaje by even,
or not even them, just Wakanda.
Yeah, like
Wakanda
it's just
as a whole. Like in disrespecting.
Yeah, because in this episode, it's shown like in the previous episode, like Wakanda ain't forgot about the shit that Zemo has done, and then and Ayo, like being the representative of Wakanda right now, like that talk with Bucky's like, yo, you kind of pissing us off. We went through a lot to get you to be able to be free. And this is how you thinking us, you walking around with this.
Oh, no, you skipped the John Walker shit.
No, I was just saying.
Okay.
So, at this point, Bucky already letting them know that the Dora Milaje is on their ass right now, and at any given time, once they walk in on to get us, that's it, and it wasn't just, but right before that moment, here comes John Walker and Battlestar busting in the room on them again. And this is the second time in the episode, right? Walking up on them and making demands. And as soon as he's coming in, he's like, "Look, man, you finna give over Zemo. You finna stop what you doing.
You finna work with us.
And you finna work with us." And I love and
let's say I love that part. He said, "Look,
no, you go ahead and tell him what he say."
He said, "Look, man, let's get one thing clear: shield or no shield. The only thing you running in here is your mouth." Cause you done fucked up the last little mission. You just fucked it up. You just fucked up the mission. Ain't nobody trying to hear nothing you said. I love that part, bro.
He said Zemo has proven to be more useful than you. This nigga going back to jail. Yeah, he been more useful than you.
And then that's when John Walker was like, What you want to do, Sam? He's telling base, like, he challenged him to a fight. He's like, which one to put the shield down, make it fair.
Mind you, at this point in the show, he has been proven like he isn't capable of standing his ground against anybody other than a regular person. He's got his ass handed to him by super soldiers.
And the shield is his only advantage.
Yeah, he can't.
Without the shield, I feel like Sam beat his ass, honestly.
And mind you, he won't even test Bucky.
Yeah, he already know.
He won't even test Bucky.
And Bucky the one who keep trying.
Yeah, Bucky, mind you, Sam has been listening to him.
Yeah.
Talking to him calmly.
Yeah.
Giving him the respect that he don't deserve.
Yeah.
Bucky has been blatantly antagonizing him. Sam having to calm the dog down. Like, come on, man. Don't get him hot too. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bucky don't give no fuck about this person. But he trying to fight Sam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He trying to fight Sam. And thought putting the shield down and getting big and bad was gonna be tough. And then who coming there on some real shit? The fucking Dora Milaje.
Yeah, she threw the spear. The spear come out of nowhere. Boom! Right where he dropped the shield at. You know what I'm saying? Then IL coming that bitch. You know what I'm saying? One thing I can say, I love how they show these black women just hard body. Like, look, we ain't scared of shit, nigga.
The one thing I gotta say I don't like about John Walker.
Yeah.
He treats the title like Captain America as a badge.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard Captain America in the MCU come up and say that. He's always says Steve Rogers.
Or when he is Cap, he's never.
But he don't say that.
Yeah, he's never son it. Like,
I'm Steve Rogers.
Captain America. Or like he say I'm Steve, but I'm saying even when he
is
dressed up as Cap, I'm Steve. Or like he never felt like because he had that he was.
People called him Cap.
Yeah. People had this idea of him. He never let that idea
be who he was.
Yeah, be who he was. You know what I'm saying? So this dude just, I'm Captain America, so I'm automatically justified and I know right. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
All right, John Walker, Captain America.
Yeah, like, yeah.
I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, like
that's your whole name, John Walker, Captain America.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. And then he's like, look, hey, you probably want to fight Bucky, the person he's scared of. I'm gonna say right now.
Because he's like, hey, let's all calm down. Put your pointy sticks down. You know, they hate when the motherfucker assault their spears. So he put the pointy sticks down and he say, hey, John, listen, you might want to fight Bucky before you know. And then he tell a girl, like, y'all ain't got jurisdiction. She the Dora Milaje got jurisdiction, whatever the Dora Milaje find himself.
Oh, damn.
I loved it.
That was the Dora Milaje. That's the Wakanda way of saying, look, shield or no shield. The only thing you running in this bitch is your mouth. He had to hear that 2 different times.
Facts in 2 different ways.
I'm just
2
like,
different fucking ways, man.
Damn. God damn. And you saw how his demeanor changed? How he came in there in the room. How he came in the room on straight. They come in the room quietly. They actions spoke for them.
Yeah, and then he pat her on the shoulder, and like she boop made the original spear that was thrown. When she hit him, she knocked him into the original spear that was thrown, and he falls to the fucking ground.
Mind you, when he did that shoulder shit, I'm like, I've seen Sam do that to Bucky the whole time. And the first time he laid his hands on somebody's shoulder, he get his shit knocked back. Look,
them to the thing, and then that's when they all the other girls get engage in the fight. And then I like how in sync they are. Yeah, like she threw her spear at the one who threw her spear originally, so she could have a spear. Yeah, then Ayo grabbed the spear that was in the wall. And they just get the whooping John.
I like how everybody's watching his ass whooping. Before I say this, I feel bad for Lamar Hopkins because he keep following this nigga. I'm sorry, he keep following Captain America into these fucking fights.
And then he had to fight 2 of them. And
he fighting 2 people with two fucking Dora Milajes with spears.
And he fight 1. And then I like how Ayo is fucking John Walker up. Like he ain't getting that breather in a second.
Remember what he said in episode 3? Don't give him a second to breathe, delete, shred,
and that's
nothing.
What she did to him.
All on his ass.
And then I like how Sam like, Bucky, we got to do something. And Bucky like,
well, see, Sam don't really want to do shit. Sam but, like, Bucky, you should do something.
But you know, Sam, the good guy that he is, like he, so he like, Bucky like, looking good, John. Like, I was dying. I'm like, why you really do not like it?
I
Bucky
love it.
Do not. And John might actually be a cool person.
But he just being a dick.
And because he got on that fucking shield,
mm-hmm.
you stand no chance with Bucky.
Yeah, like, it's like you got his best friend's shoes on.
Yeah, and you not his best friend. He's like, why are you saying Cap? You not Cap. You not Cap. You not Cap. You think because you got that shit, you Captain America?
Yeah.
You know? So I like how Bucky. Good. Yeah, and Sam like, Bucky, come on. Like,
now in the fight, like when Bucky finally gets in, I like how like he's trying to calm Ayo down. And like, mind you, he ain't really... It ain't really a tussle. He's like, "Come on, we can talk about this." Stop. I'm like, she's still going ham, but he's just like, like, "Come on, just chill." And I'm just like, I like that. I really like that because now you know the difference in power scale when it came to John and like, oh yeah, you really ain't got nothing on you. You ain't got no juice.
But and another thing, what I like is that shows you serum, no serum, power. No power.
Yeah.
The Dora Milaje is no joke.
They are skilled warriors.
And I don't even think Bucky can beat her.
No. She was the one that was gonna be like. She told his ass, I ain't gonna let you hurt nobody. Mind you, like you gotta vibrate. You already got one
and
arm.
What she do to him? She, like you say, he grabbing her. She hit them pressure points on the arm. The fucking arm fall off. The fucking arm fall off.
Did you see his face?
Yeah, and even her face, it looked like I could tell with her face, like she didn't even want to do that.
Nah.
But she like, I don't like, for no matter what, for my country, I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
Period.
And
like,
then for Bucky, it seemed
face.
like, he trying to talk to her, and it seemed like he was finna have to like in his face, it seemed like, man, I feel like I'm finna have to like really, grab this motherfucker from you. But you're not fucking with the Dormilage. It's like,
and that scene too. I like how their might, these bitches, these women, the might, cause like when John goes and try to pick up the shield, how she threw the spear in the table, and like he couldn't get it out, so he's like, all right, fuck it. Mind you, they don't have powers, you know what I'm saying? So then finally when they go by him and shit, she just simply yanks it out, and I know he like, what? This don't.
And look, and then collected the shield like Captain would, like Steve would have done.
Collected that motherfucker, and then gave
it back to him like he was a little kid.
Pussy ass bitch.
Got Bucky picking up his arm like, damn, they could do that?
Yeah. Like, he ain't even know. So
like, and now this is what I like about Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie. Like, they can really act, and I do like the person acting as John Walker because
he good.
His very face, like we all seen that broken heart face. This man's heart was broken because he got his ass.
His heart, his spirit,
his American spirit,
his pride, his everything was this. They did this to everything that makes you a person. They broke it.
The scene of him, he's still on the floor.
He not even straight. He's not a soldier anymore.
He's not standing right now. He on the ground thinking to himself,
am I a soldier?
I just got my ass beat by a Dormalagian woman, and they're not even super soldiers. I mean, I know that's what the underline is.
And then all you hear is Hopkins in the back, Battlestar. Come on, John. Sorry, man. You'll be all right. I'm just like, damn.
Dude, sad as fuck.
You not making it okay.
He's like,
because you can hear it in your voice that you like, look, man.
You already had, he had two. Right. He had two on him. It was always just one on John.
Yeah.
It was always just one.
Yeah.
Mind you, like Battlestar trying to fight two, and he only had to fight one, and he the one that's tested to have the best fitness, the best everything, So to see, for him to be experiencing that, mind you, they hyped this man up the whole tour, the whole career. You it. And these women just handed it to him.
See, America bogus for one, because they sent your ass out here without the serum. Knowing goddamn well it's power people out here. Like, if I was you, I would go back home, I'm like, no. Fuck what I did. Fuck what I did. You motherfuckers knew. You motherfuckers knew.
Y'all knew.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all knew I wasn't finna do this.
Yeah, y'all knew it's other people out here like this.
But this can't, don't let it be a surprise, because what did Isaiah say? Everybody they sent out the Winter Soldier couldn't do nothing, and then they sent me.
Yeah, but I'm saying is the U.S. government now know with Shield, with the aliens coming to Earth, Thor.
But think about it,
all this, they know that it's powered people on this Earth and beyond this Earth now. So with them making, with everything that Steve Rogers was, he was not a regular human. Yeah. So with them sending him out here like that, I would go to my superiors and be like, yo, if y'all was gonna be sending me out to power people, y'all niggas should have, come on. I know y'all got some shit in the car.
Just give me an extra person.
Nigga, give me an arm, a metal arm or something. Like, don't fucking just send me out here regular and you want me to stop the alien threat too? Like,
you gonna want me to stop the big three?
Yeah, you want me to stop the big three?
With just the shield?
With the shield?
It's been broken.
If Steve just had the shield, oh my God, Steve would have died in the first Avengers. Like, we wouldn't have seen him no more. And I'm just like, you got to be mad as fuck at your superiors at this moment.
He mad as fuck at himself right now.
Himself, his superiors, and like, everyone who told him he could do this.
This scene, this look, this is the look of a broken spirit, and I love it. I whatever your name is, dude, I'm gonna figure it out. I probably ain't gonna remember, but I think it's like
Wyatt.
Oh, it's Wyatt Russell.
Wyatt Russell, yeah.
I figured it out. So
elevated there.
Hey, you make me not like this motherfucker.
Yeah,
and I like that.
And
so
I don't like
get it,
you, right?
Yeah, don't get it twisted.
I don't like John Walker, and you just happen to have John Walker's face.
Yeah. So remember, when we say you suck, think like Kurt Angle. It's just part of the gimmick.
Yeah, yeah. So if I ever see you on the street, I'm like, "Fuck you, John Walker." I'm still shaking your hand, and say, "Good job, Wyatt."
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Good job, Mr. Russell.
You know, so that was cool.
And but at this now, and mind you, why he is getting his ass whooped right here.
Yeah,
he does have the serum on him.
Yes,
he does have it on him. And so now this is like, now I'm just like, damn. After I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, he taking that shit now.
Yeah. Oh, and I don't like this guy. Like you said, no one likes him. But this is the only part I've ever like, damn. Take that shit. Take that shit.
It's funny that I had no sympathy for this character until later in the episode. Because to me, this was expected. I was like, damn. Because here's what I'm gonna say. I am ashamed of myself for not thinking of Wakanda at all as what would you call it? As a like a contribution, or it's more. I'm just ashamed that I didn't even think of them. You know?
Yeah, considering Zemo would be in it.
Yeah, I accepted Zemo right off the bat, right? You know, even though I didn't think he would be in the show, but like once to find out, it was just like, oh yeah, Zemo. But to never assume that anybody from Wakanda would appear in this show or would come back up again in the MCU outside of Black Panther, you know, I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. Shocked.
Yeah, you're right.
That makes me think about Isaiah now. Like, damn, man, shit, we put them on the back burner, and how much we actually like these characters to not even assume that they would come up into anything else.
I'm gonna jump the gun right now and say I don't think we've seen for this season. I don't think we've seen the last of Isaiah.
Yes,
I don't think we have.
No, I agree. Yeah.
I
would hope not. I would want to see more.
I don't think we've seen the last of Isaiah just yet. So,
but yeah. So now, the conversation about the serum now is more evident. You know, I just feel like, you know, Zemo asked Sam say no. You know, and I'm just like, damn. I know, like me. I feel like I could say I don't know, but then it's just like, what type of changes are we talking? You know, you gotta evaluate yourself good enough for that, and for Sam to say no, it's probably because he know he got flaws.
Yeah,
you know, and that can be amplified, even though they don't want to admit it.
Or maybe you just don't want to. You're like, no, I'm good. I've come this far just being the way I am. Like I don't need that. Like
True.
That ain't gonna make me a superhero.
And then when
shit I've done, like I'm already a superhero.
And then think about like, you know, how they keep trying to dress John Walker's character, a person that's like, you know, he's done things too that he's also not proud of, you know, and and Steve has been in war too, so you obviously gonna have to kill a lot of people when you're in war, you know. But it's just like, damn, but y'all just so how y'all had the same situations, and be so opposite, you know. Like Steve didn't want the serum. Steve just wanted to serve his country.
Yeah.
But this guy, he wants the serum because he feels he's so weak. Mind you, he think about how Steve started. Weak, scrawny little body, couldn't even do nothing. This man fit, exercise well, everything. You know? Just think about that.
Serum originally wasn't fit for him. If the doctor guy didn't do what he did to it to make it just, you know, acceptable to everybody. But so after that scene with the Dora Milaje, Zemo gets away again. And the way fucking Sam looks at John when he leaves out the room, he like, cause he like, you dumbass, fucked up. Now look what you done got us in. We done got our ass filled because of you, you know. And then after that, the Carly girl calls Sam's sister, you know, and she basically like told her like, oh, I'm good. She like, I'm trying to find out if I gotta kill your brother. Like, I really like a lot of the dialogue in this episode as well, because like Sam's sister was like, basically was like I don't like this country don't give a fuck about my life or my problems. So,
so
why would I care about this mascot?
Yeah,
you know? So I love that.
Cause she definitely telling like man, like you asking me,
black girl,
my opinion on a world that don't care about us. You know, like this world don't care about my world. You know, my struggle, my anything. And you think that my brother will be working with the person they throwing into y'all faces as a mascot? Like, come on, man. Like, if you know anything about America, you should know. You should know that. You should know better.
Yeah.
You know?
So I like that scene.
Yeah.
And then she basically tells her like, okay, tell your brother, call me, or I'm gonna come to your house. And she mentions her kids and shit. Sam calls her. No, she calls Sam, tell her what she did. They go meet up with Carly. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like she kind of gave herself away. And that's the problem with unexperienced fucking people doing shit, you know? Because when she was like, why would I kill you? And then he was like, and he looked at Bucky like, you know, because she got, oh, damn, you right. She after him instead. This was a setup, you know? So once they finally figure out where John Walker was and shit, they rush off to there. I like how you notice the CGI, like when they dipped out and Bucky jumped down, she jumped and she rushed that nigga to the wall. And
that's
like
to
that.
show how much stronger his serum is.
No, I'm just saying I liked how just how it looked.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
all
yeah.
I'm saying.
It still looks smooth and clean.
Looked like you would think this was a movie. Like,
oh, okay.
It looked so fucking good, and I was just like, damn, I fucking love how, like, when we know when the super soldiers are fighting.
Oh yeah,
like you can tell y'all, even when they running, we can see the difference. Like somehow y'all make it look like they speeding up faster. Like you know, so then they go off, and that's when we see John Walker.
So no, look. So now we know John Walker got the serum when well, we don't know yet, but you know John Walker and them, they find out where Falcon and Bucky are. Obviously, because they're still tracking Bucky, and she's still tracking Falcon, which I gotta understand the negligence of not, you know, getting rid of that tracker. I don't know what is up with that. This is why I'm like thinking this is why they holding the suit off so long, because it's just the simple fact that they can still get tracked And now if they're gonna be in it, and I'm pretty sure that's why. I'm pretty sure he's gonna ask for a suit that they're not gonna be able to track. But anyway, so John Walker's Captain America and Battlestar show up, right? And they get separated like instantly, which I'm just like, how are you gonna talk shit about
this some
Sam
rookie shit
and Bucky and their partnership? Which to clarify, they're not partners; they're working individually, and they can work individually well together. And y'all two that's supposed to be partners, y'all get split up the first time y'all enter the building, first few seconds. Then your man's get knocked on, he get grabbed and then knocked unconscious. I'm talking about she hit this motherfucker in the nose hard. He went to sleep. I'm like, damn, this man just don't get a.
Yeah.
This man's suffering a lot of trauma, man. He getting his ass whipped by the Dormelage, knocked out by a super soldier. Okay, so he ain't been getting a break at all.
Yeah, since the Dormelage showed up, and then John Walker, he comes and super soldier dudes fighting him.
Yeah, and that's when we start seeing it.
Yeah, we see him throw the shield, and for the first time, that motherfucker went in the wall instead of bouncing off something. So
I couldn't help but notice, like, he's still, like, even with the super soldier serum, this nigga still suck with the shield.
Yeah,
he still can't do shit.
So, yeah, so that's when I'm like, okay.
He had to put it away.
And then he kicks the dude down the fucking stairs into the wall. And then that's at the exact time Sam came in and he sees a kick and he like, what the fuck? Yeah. And then he sees the dude got a metal pole. John Walker grabs, like he bends it. And then Sam like, what did you do?
He knew. Sam instantly knew something was different. Yeah. Something happened. You did something. And he was just like, oh. And what was his reply? They got Almar. Yeah. I'm like, all right, I see. That's nice misdirection. What you're thinking about? Oh, put that.
And Sam do the same kick if you notice. That fucking jump kick twist.
Yeah. I always hate that kick.
He done did the kick like 5 times this episode. I'm like, yo, he keep doing this. This kick saved this nigga life so much. I hate that kick.
He does it. He does it when he.
Every time I'm starting to hear it, and at this moment is when Sam and Cap walk into the room.
That was the cringiest moment.
Yeah, Sam and Cap walk into the room, and fucking there are 2 flag smashers in there. They get the fighting and shit.
Actually, there's 3 in there.
Yeah, there's 3. They get the fighting and shit. And then, they all doing their thing. Sam do the same kick he always do.
Always.
They flag smashers pull out the knives. John Walker, what's on these knives?
Yeah, I didn't get it.
I'm like, yo, shut up. Yo, crying ass, And then what happened after that? Oh, and then that's when fucking Bucky comes in finally. You know what I'm saying? Save Sam's ass. I like how Bucky be. I like how he talks shit. Even you
Bucky
welcome.
is just chill. Like, it's like, this is funny. This is what he wants.
Yeah.
Like, ultimately, like when she, in the therapy episode, and she asked him what he want, he said peace. And she was like, that's bullshit. Look how calm and in his element he is.
Yeah, he don't even be, he just.
He don't get out of body. He's so relaxed. Like, Zemo can still get under his skin. Yeah. But he still be calm. He still be chill, this shit. And so I get that. Like, man, you able to talk shit because that's what you like. You want to do this.
Yeah.
And then, we get.
And then the guy who ain't been having such luck shows up.
The guy who just woke up from a nice nap, right? He coming to his friend rescue.
He should stay asleep.
Because Carly was coming, like, he got grabbed by, like, all right, so
wrong
at this
place,
point,
wrong time.
John Walker has been grabbed by one of the flag smashers with the super soldier serum. Yeah. And now Carly comes into the scene after she been running on the streets for so long, finally gets her hands on a knife, and she about to impale that shit. And who comes out of nowhere and save her? Lamar Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? He come out of nowhere, just like how they did in the helicopter scene. And he tackled that bitch to the ground. He tackled that bitch to the ground. And before he can take a second breath to give her another swipe, she super punched that man into a pillar.
Mind you, she punched him hard as shit.
Super punch.
Then the nigga hit a pillar and broke the fucking pillar. So it was.
She forgot to ask this nigga, was you ready to go night night?
Yeah, again. And then the whole room stopped. Like,
Yeah, like a whole anime episode. Everybody had to turn the gas.
Yeah, everybody stop. And then that's when Captain America runs over to to Lamar Hopkins. Lamar, wake up, Lamar. All that bullshit, da 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 da. Everybody disband. All the Flag Smashers run out the fucking room. Off. You know what I'm saying?
Roaches.
And then Bucky and Sam dip too. And
they try to chase some of them, obviously.
Yeah, and then that's when John, instead of running down the stairs, he jumps out the fucking window.
Some Cap shit.
Yeah, he does some Cap shit. And then he sees the guy who looked up to Captain America the whole time. One of the Flag Smashers looked up to Captain America, and then that nigga was pleading because he knew what knew what time it was.
He hawked this man down on some.
But the part where he was like, because like soon as he seen it, he's like, I ain't do it, because he knew what time it was.
Look. So you got this Flag Smasher running for his dear life, right? He witnessed Carly kill Battlestar, if he ain't got the gist of it, and John is, fresh friend dead pissed, and he's
fresh friend dead pissed.
So he chasing this man down, and the man like he this is, I gotta say, this is the most Captain America he's been, but it's just in such a negative light, because he focused now, and then he get this man, he started banging that man with the shield into the pedestal,
knocked him down.
And then, now we all remember the Civil War fight between the end of the fight between Tony and Steve, and the banging of the shield. Just a little end with the banging of the shield. Like a lot of us thought, for that split second, damn, is he finna do that? Is Marvel finna let him do that? But no, he stopped himself, and because that's not who he is. He doesn't want to kill anybody. Yeah. He's not a killer. John Walker is a killer, Yeah,
and he basically takes the shield and beats dude and puts. I mean, Disney didn't show us that, but you could tell what he did.
Disney did a great job. Marvel did a great job at implicating what went on.
Yeah, and then the whole time you could see the whole scene, even before he took his head off. You can see people were recording it.
Yeah,
so
the theme of this whole episode is that people were watching.
The world is watching, and now we see why they named it that. And
the world watched Captain America. Mind you,
that's how the episode ended.
Captain America. The ending of this episode is that the world just watched Captain America bludgeon a person,
decapitate him
in broad daylight. On non-American soil.
Yep. And then it ended right, like it ended with a nice good shot of once he picked up the shield and put it on his arm.
He put it back on like he did nothing wrong.
Like he did nothing wrong, and then once he seen everybody was looking at him, he like, oh shit. And then it ended, and all it got me hype is for next week.
Yeah.
That's it.
The shot of having blood on the shield.
That was crazy. That was a good ass.
I'm like, damn.
Wow. Powerful. Great. Entertaining. I knew he was going to do something that was going to be done in front of the world. I kind of expected it to be like people with like in front of the world, like with people watching. Usually nowadays, like everybody record everything nowadays. So
yeah,
like I said, it was powerful, and I'm just like, wow, like I'm just so ready to see episode 5. Like
I definitely believe that in episode 5 that is going to be a brief fight about that shield, and if it's
I don't think so.
I think it would be. I think it would be a brief fight over that shield because at the end of the day, let's look at this. Carly is the only person that they have identified as an official Flag Smasher, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they know who the other people are too. They say, but they not, because she the leader. That's why it's so more important for her to be, So now you got this. You have this Flag Smasher, right? And let's say from the point of people recording, running from Captain America, obviously no weapon in hand, right? And being attacked from behind by Captain America, which is the equivalent of being shot in the back, because if they got their back turned to you, you shouldn't attack anyone. Now, not only are you attacking him, once he's faced you,
and told you it wasn't me, declaring innocence, hands up, free position, you would begin to attack him.
Yeah. But I still don't think
so. I don't
there's
think
going to be a fight over.
But think about how they feel about the Shield, like how Sam.
I mean, certain people gonna
Bucky.
hate the Shield no matter what, But I don't think there's gonna be a fight over the Shield because the Shield is now going to go to the person who was supposed to go to in the first place.
The reason why I think it's gonna be a fight over it is because John still believes right now he's in the right. And with everybody looking at him in the wrong, I'm pretty sure Carly gonna flee.
Yeah, but because of optics, the government, they is finna strip that from him because of optics. Like I said, behind closed doors, that wouldn't have been wrong. But with the world watching and what Captain America is supposed to represent, that optic reasons is why they bro, you could be the U.S. agent, but no, you can't be Captain America no more. Like that's done. Like
I think you
fucked that up. But I don't
Bucky
think
gonna. I don't think they gonna. I just think it's gonna be a brief
I do
fight.
think him and Bucky are gonna fight.
Now.
I do think him and Bucky are gonna fight, but I don't think it's gonna be the Shield because if Bucky takes the Shield from him, that would be Bucky attacking the United States government, and that wouldn't happen. That wouldn't fly. So. No.
How's that Bucky attacking the United States government?
Because Captain America is under the United States government. That is a United States government agent, John Walker. So if you sit here and attack them for something that's really their property, the Shield, that's you attacking the government. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say that, So that's why I say, but we'll see. Tune in. Episode 5, it's coming.
I definitely give this episode the exotic right here.
Yeah, I give you some za.